The 1% knows one language, money. It's the only thing they speak. Well, if we shut down all the airports, which isn't that hard, you shut down Dallas and Atlanta, JFK, and L.A., a grinding halt is what would happen. It's not that hard. You get a couple hundred people run out on the tarmac, they're going to have to shut that airport down.
Yeah, they won't run you over.
No, they're not going to run you over. They know they're on camera. Just like the Chinese guy that stood up to the tank. Remember that?
Well, it's a little different because they ran him over.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Look it up, dude. Google it. They did not. I thought they did, too. I was having a conversation with somebody about that. They're like, that guy didn't get run over. I'm like, yeah, he did. I could have swore he did, but he didn't. It didn't happen.
Wow.
He did not get, dude, you can Google it right now. They did not run that guy over. Because when I had that discussion with somebody, I was like, yeah, they did. Because like, no, they didn't. I Googled it. They didn't run him over. He did not die. Didn't happen. I don't know how the media convinced us all that it did happen, but it didn't happen. You know, I just found out, what was it, the day before yesterday, that Israel attacked the United States in 1967?
Yeah, you shared that video. Yeah, shared that video. Go check it out on the Facebook page, Green Party Radio USA. Yeah, so, yeah, I had no idea. You know, it shocked me.
That's the year I was born. You were, what, 2? And in our entire lives, I never heard that before. Israel attacked the United States in 1967. They tried to sink a ship of ours and kill everybody on board. Even when the ship was going down and guys were manning lifeboats, they were attacking the lifeboats, trying to kill all the witnesses so they could try and blame it on Egypt to pull us into their war in 1967, the Six-Day War.
Well, I mean, they learned from the best. I mean, you know, because, I mean, FDR, yeah, he was the greatest socialist ever, you know, blah, 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 blah. But he was just waiting and begging for some reason to get into World War II. So Israel learned from the best.
Oh, sure. You know, and there's no doubt that we had the knowledge of Japan coming. We had radar at the time. It was new technology.
Yeah.
We knew they were coming. Nobody did a damn thing because the leaders of our country wanted us in that war, but they needed the United States to be pissed off.
Well,
so
it was no different than 9/11. I mean, people knew about Bin Laden way before 9/11 ever happened, and you know it was on the radar.
Right. And what happened to Bin Laden's family on 9/11?
Yeah.
Every plane got shut down except for the one that flew him out of the country. His family, not him. His family was in the United States on September 11th. All the planes got grounded except for the ones that flew his family out of the country. So what did we do? Attack Iraq. Why? Because 19 Saudi Arabians got accused of taking down the World Trade Centers.
Yeah, exactly.
Why in the hell didn't we attack Saudi Arabia? Why didn't we attack Saudi Arabia? Well, they're our allies, that's why. They're our friends.
Money, 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 money.
All you got to do is follow the money. All you got to do is follow the money. And that's all Hillary Clinton cares about is money. How does a public servant become a quarter of a billionaire? How's that happen? Only if you're corrupt. So we're going to sit by and we're going to reward corruption? Because that's what's about to happen if America doesn't get pissed off. Then what else are we supposed to do? Do we sit back and take it? Or do we stand up and we get pissed? We can organize. What happened when the Black Lives Matter activists shut down that airport? It made the news. Oh, we'll make the news if we shut down the airports because they won't have any choice but to report it because the entire country will be affected by it. They shut down an airport in Minnesota, right? In freaking Minnesota. Shut down JFK. Shut down LaGuardia. Shut down LAX. You know, if I'm in California and my vote got taken away, I'd damn sure be organizing and doing something to stop this. But it's not happening. You know, they're organizing a march on Washington, D.C. right before the election. What good is that? What good is going to come of that?
Well, it's good for cardiovascular, I guess.
Sure. Good workout. That's about all it is.
There you go.
But if you treat America like a big heart, the interstates, the rails, and the airlines, that's our arteries and our capillaries and all that crap. America needs to be given a heart attack. And if one heart attack doesn't do it, we'll give them another one. If two doesn't do it, we'll give them another one. Because if we don't stand up, then our tax dollars are going to continue to kill women and children around the world. Are you okay with that? I pay taxes. My tax money goes to bomb Syria. Drone strikes. Let's talk about the drones for a minute. I believe it was 2014 was the year that the study was done that I was reading about. Out of the 200 people that we wanted killed by the drones, we got 35 of them. 90% of the people killed by drone strikes, we had no idea who they were. And as it turns out, we got 35 out of 200. What's that, 17%? 17.5%?
17.5%, yep.
Well, that's a pretty sad rate, considering 82.5% are innocent civilians, women and children included. You want to stop terrorism? Stop killing people's children. Because I tell you what, if any country, if Canada throws a bomb to Oklahoma and kills my family, you can damn sure bet I'm going to become a terrorist. I'll find my way into Canada. They will pay. And that's what's happening. But they want it to happen. They want us to be scared of the terrorists. But we're creating the terrorists.
Well,
there's no civil war in Syria.
You know,
Syria's not having a civil war.
We got rid of the Soviet Union. We got rid of the Soviet Union. You know, so we got rid of communism. Well, we need somebody to fight now. The military-industrial complex needs somebody. You know, they can't keep building all those bombs and just stockpile them. They need to drop them somewhere.
Yeah.
You know,
speaking of the military-industrial.
What you speak of that? I need to take a technical break here, so you're going to be by yourself for a couple minutes.
Well, that's not a problem. I think I got something to say. Let's talk about the military-industrial complex for a minute. Let's talk about our tax dollars. People get mad because they've got to support people on welfare. Well, that's bull crap. My tax dollars shouldn't have to go to support somebody on welfare. Let them get a job. Well, let me tell you something. If you make $50,000 a year, okay, approximately $40 of your tax money goes towards social welfare inside the United States. $4,000 is for corporate welfare and the military. And you're crying about somebody who's getting food stamps? It's such a tiny sliver. Our defense budget is over half of our government spending goes to the military. And that's a military that just lost $6.5 trillion. Trillion. We created an airplane that we can't even use And the money we spent on it would have paid for free college for everybody in our country for 10 years. For a plane we can't even use because it doesn't work. Why does this happen? Why are people so upset about welfare, but not their tax dollars going to the military-industrial complex? The media, the corporate media. The corporations own the media. CNN, Clinton News Network. It's ridiculous. And we all get mad because somebody's on welfare. Somebody's on food stamps feeding their children. 47 million children in the United States go to bed hungry. But we're worried about that as compared to all the money we give to our government to bomb places like Syria. We give $8 to $10 million a day to Israel. Now listen for a second. We're giving $10 million a day to Israel, yet Israel has free health care for all their citizens. Israel has free college for all their citizens, subsidized by you and me. That doesn't piss you off? It pisses me off. This isn't just an emotional outburst. This is me talking about reality. And this is what's happening in our country today. And we let it happen. All day long, we let it happen. You can go online. You can look it up. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I got no reason to. But I'm pissed off. And I'm ready to stand up and fight back.
Hey, I know this was a late episode. We threw it together at the last minute because the schedule allowed it. Give us a call, 914-205-5327 if you want to call, check in with us. Don't forget the Facebook page, greenpartyradio.com, Green Party Radio USA on Facebook. greenpartyradio.com is the website. Sorry, Larry, go ahead.
We're an affiliate of the Bernie Kratz Radio Network.
Yes, exactly. Don't forget about the Bernie Kratz Radio Network. You can find that on Facebook, too. And we are on Blog Talk Radio. I guess since they host us, we should throw them a shout-out, too.
If you have trouble listening to us on Blog Talk, you can listen to us from greenpartyradio.com.
Exactly, yeah. We always upload to the website after the show is over because we had some technical issues last week. And anybody's listening, don't forget, Sunday morning, what do we decide? 8 a.m. Eastern? No, 8 a.m. Central?
8 Central sounds good to me.
8 Central, is where we're moving the show. It's going to be Sunday mornings. That's when people expect their political talk anyway. So you can check us out before you have to, if you watch Meet the Press or any of that crap, on Sunday mornings. Check us out. You can get the real story first and then go see what they have to say.
Who in the hell wants to listen to Chuck Todd?
Hey, that's an idea, too.
I know. I'm pretty sure he was part of the collusion. I'm pretty sure WikiLeaks proved that dude is an a-hole in Hillary Clinton's pocket, along with Rachel Sellout Maddow. Another thing that boggles my mind. How could a gay person vote for Hillary over Bernie? When up until the time she decided she was going to run for president, she supported DOMA.
Well, her husband/president is the one that signed DOMA. So,
yep.
Yeah.
And Bernie Sanders has had gay pride parades when he was the mayor of Burlington back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, I'm sure Chad was there.
70s. It was a long time ago. It might have even been the 70s. It's Bernie that has stood up. It's Bernie who supported the Rainbow Coalition. Jesse Jackson won 2 states when he ran for president. He won South Carolina, his home state, and he won Vermont. Yet all these black folk in the South were voting for Hillary Clinton. Why? I don't understand. That's just one of those things that I just don't get it.
Well, because Slick Willie went on Arsenio Hall and played some saxophone. Well, okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Arsenio had Bill on. He played the saxophone. Yeah, he must be for the black vote. It's ridiculous. I'm disgusted by my country. I am. I don't understand how people or why people aren't outraged right now. All these people that loved Bernie Sanders, he's been trying to tell us and we're not listening. Never lose your sense of outrage. How many times did he tell us that? How many times did he tell us that we're going to have to stand up and say enough is enough? He didn't say stand up and vote. He said stand up and say enough is enough. There was only one way to get the media to listen, and that's to shut this country down. I could probably be arrested for saying stuff like that. I don't care. Well, Bernie Sanders was arrested in the 60s. Bernie Sanders was arrested in the 60s fighting segregation in the college that he went to. So if we all love Bernie, we're not afraid, then why aren't we standing up the way he did? Are we weak? Are we lazy? Are we stupid? Are we a combination of the three? What's it going to take? What is it going to take to wake this country up and to open their eyes? You know, is Hillary going to have to shoot somebody herself on national television before we say, hey, she's not worthy? No. Seth Rich is dead. He's dead for a reason.
And not
Bernie
because they
Sanders
were stealing stuff.
Well, yeah, if they robbed him, they're doing it wrong because he didn't take anything.
Yeah, I've never robbed anyone at gunpoint, but I would assume if a person were to do that, yeah, they would want to take his stuff as part of the robbery at gunpoint. Call me crazy, but
yeah, I never went to robbery school, but I think that's something they would teach you. If you're going to rob somebody, take their stuff.
Yeah.
But see, they couldn't, Don, because they know that any type of physical contact is going to leave forensic evidence. And there wasn't a lick of evidence left. There's no evidence, no leads, no witnesses. You know, and I've asked a lot of people, dude, to name one person on this planet besides Hillary Clinton that has the motive, the means, and the opportunity to kill Seth Rich. One person. Lots of people have the means. Lots of people have the opportunity. But who's got the motive? You know, I stood outside the DNC headquarters in Philadelphia for 2 days preaching to delegates walking in and out that building about the story of Seth Rich. I am Seth. That was the sign I held. Hashtag I am Seth. It was me and a bunch of cops. When people weren't walking in and out the buildings, I was talking to the cops, asking them. They're like, yeah, man, I hear you talking. They didn't disagree with me. They didn't think I was crazy. I was just some crazy protester standing out there. Who else has the motive? I challenge anybody to come up with one person that has motive to kill Seth Rich. And then I hear people calling Bernie Sanders a pussy. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I'm calling Bernie Sanders a sellout, and I don't like it. Because I tell you what, if somebody held a gun to my daughter's head, I'd do what they said. It wouldn't matter. I'm sure you'd do the same for your daughter, Don.
No doubt.
I'm sure anybody would do the same for their children or their grandchildren. Bernie Sanders was threatened. It's the only thing that makes sense. Put this together. Seth Rich gets murdered, and Bernie Sanders does a 180-degree flip-flop. Only one person has the motive to kill Seth Rich. We always say rocket science. So what are we going to do about it? We're going to sit on Facebook and cry, or are we going to stand up and say enough is enough? What's it going to be, America? Are we going to roll over and let Hillary Clinton give us a high, hard one, or are we going to stand up? Because if she is there on November 8th, Trump can't beat her because it's not going to be a free and fair election. You know, we've been given the two worst possible candidates ever. You know, why did CNN and MSNBC give Trump so much free coverage during the Republican primaries? They didn't say bad things about Trump. They just gave him the coverage. You know, now he's awful. But then it was okay. Then they wanted Trump in there because corporate media knew that the only person Hillary Clinton had a chance to come close to beating was Donald Trump. She's polled behind Ted Cruz.
Ted freaking Cruz. Run that across your brain for a minute. Ted
That
Cruz.
dude's batshit crazy. He is batshit crazy. But the polls that they were taking had him ahead of her. They have known for a long time that the only person Hillary had a chance to beat was Donald Trump. It wasn't even going to be close. You know, if California had been a free and fair election, they said Bernie would have won like 69-31. We would have won enough delegates in California to flip the entire primary. And that's not counting what happened in Arizona and New York and the other 13 states she cheated in, or however many it was. They said New York's exit polls were off by 12%. And that's not counting the people that were purged from the voter rolls. That's not counting them.
Okay.
That's not counting them. That's not counting. Huh?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But we have a caller from the 802 area code. Caller, you're on the air, Green Party Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
It's Chad from Vermont. Guys, what's up?
What's up, Chad?
Hey, Chad, how you doing?
I was just listening, and I was waiting for somebody to mention weed, and you still ain't, but I heard about being pissed off, and I am, so I figured I'd jump in on that.
Well, I think we've reached a point where you don't have to say you're pro-weed, because if you're not pro-weed, you're brain dead, so.
I know, you know.
It should just be assumed in this day and age.
Yeah.
You know, even if you don't smoke weed, if you've got a child that has seizures, cannabis oil can stop those seizures. Hemp oil can cure certain cancers. But the DEA says it has no benefit.
It stops it. Have you seen the videos? It stops it. It stops it within seconds. Within seconds, in mid-seizure.
That's right.
Nothing on the planet. Nothing does it. Nothing except for dying does it.
That's right.
Nothing.
That's
but,
weed are your only cures.
But I'm fine. I can talk about that on my show, man. The outrage thing. I just wanted to say something about Vermont. You see, Vermont's not writing in Bernie, and Vermont is a state that can write in Bernie. I've been asking people, and my boy goes home tomorrow, and, I'm going to miss the hell out of him. But you're right. If somebody put a gun to my boy's head, I would do what they wanted. It's that simple. Man, I had to wipe the tears out of my eyes before I called in. My eyes are not red from smoking tonight. They're from that hit.
That's right.
It is really hard for me to be completely serious about anything. I'm sorry. I can't. I have to bring a little bit of humor into things, or else I really will have to go put a bullet in my head. Okay, I mean, if so, I will crack a joke here and there. You guys know me from the IMs and stuff, and from my own show, but this is a serious matter on this. Yeah, up here we do believe Bernie was threatened. I'm living in Vermont, so I see what's going on. My roommate is a disabled vet. He sees what's going on. He has trouble at the VA. He knows what's going on. He's living it, But here in Vermont, you don't see people that are going to write in Bernie because they're like, huh? Write him in? What? Wait, yeah, we can do that. We know that. Why would we? We understand that there's many things going in on this. Yes, Bernie could have been. Yes, Bernie could have been doing. Bernie could be sick of these people worshiping him and saying, hey, all right, I'm tired. Take it from here. I started you, okay? Let's see if you can finish it. Maybe this is his little test. Maybe he's going to run again in 2020. But all I know is we have the best down ballot ever because Bernie is going to be our senator still. And I know this, okay? That's all people are talking about up here. People are happy. They're upset. Yeah, we're really upset. We the people that had Bernie as a mayor are like, their hearts are broken. They want to.
My heart's broken.
We want to show the country what he's president, but we have him. We're going to put him back in the Senate as long as he wants. Okay, he's the only.
How many people can we fit in Vermont?
How many people? Our population is about 2 million, which is less than most large cities, a little over 2 million. But how many can we fit there, Chad?
Fit? Because I say we all move to Vermont and secede from the Union.
Vermont has actually kept a clause that we can do that. We were an independent country. We're actually called, our official name is the Republic of Vermont. We kept a clause because, just like the thing says, no bullshit. That's what Vermont is. New York claimed us, New Hampshire claimed us. We said, we're a country. And we were a country until the United States agreed to our terms, and we became this 14th state. And that was it. We didn't agree to their terms. They agreed to our terms. We didn't become a state until they agreed. You can look this stuff up. We learned this stuff in school. Vermonters know this. So it's not a thing. It's not.
I don't think they teach that in Oklahoma.
It's hard for those middle states to succeed. I think there's states. I think they all have the same clause or similar. Possibly the East Coast state or the West Coast states, Oregon, Washington, California, they might have similar things. I know several states have similar things. Vermont actually has a clause. I don't know how easy it would be, but we would do it. That guy in charge of Canada, he's pretty cool. He can help us out.